Learning about control structure. In today, almost next half an hour, what I'll be covering is all the control structure. So I will start from the basic of control structure using if, then I move to else, and then I'll move to elif, and I'll explain you how all this works. And towards the end of the video, we'll also cover how we can use or and operator with it. Okay, and those are logical operators, so I'll explain that later on. So let's start off with the or, and this is going to be all practical session where everything will be done on the GDB, online GDB, right? So let's start off with this one. So the first thing first, we gotta take an example of program that we will be following. So what program example do you want to follow? I think the best is that you can relate to is attendance. When you go to the class in the morning at, let's say, 10 o'clock. So if you are in the class at 10 o'clock, okay, and you're 15 minutes late, you are absent. You are late, okay, let's put it that way. I don't want to be hard on you. So if you come at 9 o'clock, you are present. If you come at 9:15, you are absent. Sorry, you are late. And if you are beyond 9:15, you are actually absent. So let's write this program and first start out with the time, and we say please enter your please enter input, right? And we say
can we
yeah. So we do this here. Please enter your arrival time, right? So here we go. So by the way, this is being recorded, so anything you say would be recorded on the session. So if you don't want to be in the public domain and you're still practicing your vocals and still not ready to be on the record, so please keep quiet. Otherwise, you can ask me a question if you want. All right, so let's move on. This is the input. So this is where you enter your time of arrival, and then I would say, all right, enter the time like this, right? So you're gonna say 0000. How about that, right? This is your format. I'm asking you to enter the time of arrival. Okay, once you enter the time of arrival, next thing you want to do is you want to put an if condition, right? You're going to use if, and we're going to say if time that you input is equal to, let's say, 10 o'clock, right? Okay, that is what is that? That is what do you want to print here? That is you're present, right? You're on time. You are marked present, right? You're marked present. Now, if you are, let's say, if the time is, let's say, 10:15, okay, then you should be marked as late. You are late. That makes sense. You are marked as late, right? And if finally should be else, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So if you anything else, then you are basically you are what? Absent. So we can't use else like this. But first we need to learn if we want to say any other time we have to use. This would work, by the way, and let's run this, and then we'll come to else part in a minute, right? So here we got an error first to take care of, and the error is always good to get errors during the compilation so that you know what you're missing, right? So you're missing this bit here because this is what you're supposed to put, and then you will not get an error, hopefully. Here you go. So here we got time 0. Okay, hold on a minute. Somehow my laptop is slow. Not my laptop, that's online thing is slow. 900, right? If you enter this, what is supposed to do? It's not supposed to do anything because it's not even in the condition, right? So what are we supposed to say? We're supposed to say 10 0 0. Now 10 to 0 0 means you are present. You marked as a present. You see here, yeah. This is the condition. Let me get rid of this line. I'm supposed to get rid of this line. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. You are being recorded, just to let you know, right?
How about if you want to set like a left time from 10 till 10?
Yeah, this is a very good question. But let's first do this, and then we'll come to that. What are the problems, right? It's a very good question. I'm going to hold on to that question, and I'm going to explain it after I explain this. So this one is time, and you print this one. You're marked as a present. So you're marked as a present, right? Here you go. So this is true. So what if 10.15 you enter you read on this one, and this time you do 10 15 past 10, right? You are late. It says you marked as late. But if we say I was here, let's say 11, you will not say anything because we didn't put else part, right? If I say 11, you should say you're absent, right? Yeah. You come 11, like my friend here, he just came late, so he's marked as an absent. So his name is Bandar, my friend. No, Bandar came late, so Bandar came 11 o'clock. So if he come at 11 o'clock, he's not saying anything. He should say you are absent, right? That's what he's supposed to say. But because Bandar asked a very intelligent question, so I think we're going to let it go. Now let's go back and see what we really need to do is we need to if see these things are not working. So what we need with this one is we need elif, if this, and then finally we need L. L means anything else. Doesn't matter you ask a good question or bad question. You are absent. Yeah, you are absent. So if you come at 8:10, you are marked as a present. If you come to 15 past, quarter past 10, you marked as late. But else, you marked as absent. Okay, so let's run this one.
Can you try 10, 11?
Yeah, let's try 10, 11. 10. Oh, that's a tricky one, but let's first start with 11, right? And then we come to a problem that we are encountering. Okay, here you go, you absent. Now the problem is 11 o'clock is absent, and also another problem here, if we say, I came here 5 past 10, it'll also say you are absent, right? Does it make sense? If I say 10 past,
9:55.
somehow you got stuck. Right, okay. Oh, because there's no internet. Oh, my God, that's the problem. So that's why I use my own phone here. Yeah, I'm going to, okay, maybe I need to turn on my phone. Oh, my phone is dead as well. Sorry about that. I didn't realize.
Can you scroll up, please?
Yeah, just a second, please. I need to turn on my phone before I could. Yeah, this is the problem with the online when you're doing the online GDB, because if you lose the internet connection, you lose everything. So I'm going to put my phone to charging, and hopefully this will work. Okay, let's see.
You can't copy it meanwhile.
Yeah.
I can let you internet.
Yeah, we could do that actually. Let's get some internet from hotspot. So okay, we got it here now, right? Okay. So what if I do? I said 10.
11. Or 10:05.
10:05. It makes sense, right? 10:05.
10:05.
10:05. Now that's gonna be absent. Why? Because we're not catering for it. We're not really considering that, right?
Yeah.
So there has to be some limit there, right? Range, yes, range, yes. So here you go. You're absent. Now the problem here is because this is a we can use here greater than or less than or and an OR operator. But the problem here is that because this is a string, this takes as a string, we can't do greater than and less than operator. So we need to take time maybe as an integer. So we say you come at 9:15, 09:15, or like a whole number, so let's do that, and then we find a solution to this problem. Okay, here this one, and we do convert it into integer, and integer doesn't have this one, right? Yeah. So or we can ask them enter the minutes and enter the we'll come to that. We could make it more complex, but we'll do it later. But right now we just say whatever we enter 0009 in this format, right? Enter the yes.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Since you use double equal, can you use also greater than or equal with time?
Yeah, we can do that.
So that sets the limit, a range.
Yeah, that sets the range here. But let's see how we change this, right? So because it's now integer, right? So we could need to use this one, okay? And we say if time is greater than or equal to 15, okay? No. Here it would be time is greater than or equal to 10:00. Okay, and or this is or operator. Time is less than equal to excuse me 10:15. Thank you. 10:15. Then you are basically late. Okay, and similarly here we say else if. Now we can't say we can say else.
So you have a mistake.
Or here we say time is greater than is equal to 10 or less than. Time is less than. If you come early, it's still present, right? If time is less than 10:100, that is also okay. Time is greater than 10:100 or time is less than 10:50, that is you are marked late. Else. So let's see if now this solves our problem. And two things we did, if you realize that. The first thing we did is we converted that into an integer. You see here? We converted time into integer, whatever the input is, and we put an integer. And then because we want to use greater than equal to, this you can only do on an integer.
No, you cannot do the
String. Yeah, with a string you can't. That's why we put it as an integer. So if we run this again, okay, we run this again, which is running, and this time we say 10 o'clock, 10:05 you said, right? 10:05?
Yeah.
This would be 10:05, yeah, without this. So that is basically you marked as late. You see, it's within the bracket here. Here, you see, this one. Yeah, you marked as late, not as absent. But if you say, give me any random time you came in. Say somebody come at 9 o'clock, 9:15. He came too early because he wanted to find parking. So this one you are marked as present. You see, because I said time less than or equal to 1000. That is you are marked as present. How about that? Now, my friend here, Tamim, is going to give me a time. Right? I'm going to practice that one on that one. Right? Go ahead, Tamim. It's your turn. 6 o'clock. Tamim wants to come here 6 o'clock, go to the gym before he comes to the class. So if 6 o'clock, you are marked as present. You will not get additional marks for going to the gym, but you'll definitely get marked as a present because you came too early. Right? Okay. Yes.
You change the first one, if time less than or equal. If you change it to greater than or equal, and then you put anything before thing, it will not print it. Right?
Sorry, okay, which one you said? Come again?
First, if condition.
Yeah, if condition, if we do what?
If you change the less than to greater than.
If we say greater than, that means any time you enter, it will mark you as a present. Why? Because the problem with if else is when the first condition is true, it doesn't go to the second or third condition. So when you say, let's say you came at evening 1500, it'll mark you as a present. Because let me explain this again. This is a good use case here, guys. If you say this instead of less than, you say greater than or equal to 1000, which means 10 o'clock. Yeah?
anything you type will mark you as present.
Yeah.
And if you fulfill
Now it will not come here. That's the thing, you see. It will not go to the second part if the first part is true. That's the difference between if else, if and if else, instead of if. For example, what are you telling me here? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I think that we can learn this by doing it. So there's no better way to learn this. So let's run this. And okay, let's run this. Okay, now I enter here. Let's say I came around 4 o'clock in the evening, 1400. How about that? Yeah, 1400. Not 00 because it's 1400. 1400 is what? 2 o'clock? Yeah. So if I come at 2 o'clock in the evening, yeah, I should be marked absent. But I say you are marked present. Why? See, it says, what did it say? It said you marked present. For what? For 1400 here. Eh? It should not do that because of this. If you want to give, I have another solution to this problem. Because when it comes here, it will not go to the next line. And I have another solution to this problem, and that is we put here and time is less than or equal to, because you want to give them 5 minutes, right?
10:14.
Yeah, anybody comes at 10:04, 10:04, he should be marked present. Anybody come at 10:05 is late. Yeah. So you want to say here time is greater than 10:05. Okay, and here you want to give a little bit leverage there. 10 up to 5 is okay. But then you are saying greater than, you want to say, okay, you want to say 4, yeah. Anybody at 5 or above is present, late, okay. Now it will be okay because now we control it with OR gate. OR gate. Well, do you want to use OR or AND? I think you want to use OR. No, AND. You want to use AND. You know why? Because that is how it should be. AND means the first and second both has to be true. The time must be equal to or greater than 1000 and less than and equal to. Now, if you say OR, then if you say
The first one was 4.
now if you I'll tell you what the problem with the OR. Well, let's do it and learn it. Now what will happen is if you say you came at 1400, it will still say you are marked as a present. Why? Because this condition will be true. Because you said OR, which means one of these has to be true. Okay? And if I not say 1400, it will still say you are marked as present. You know why? Let me show you why. 1400 should be absent, right? It's in the evening. See, you marked it as present. Why? Because we are using here, this is true, this bit is true, right? And because we put here OR, you see here this OR, it chooses one of this is true, it will go here. So what we need is really, we need to put there AND. What do we need to put there? AND gate. And if we put AND gate here,
Both must be true.
yeah, if we put AND gate here, then both has to be true, which means the time has to be greater than or equal to 1000 and less than or equal to 1004, which means 4 past 10. Yeah? Now, if I say 4 o'clock, it will, okay, if I say 4 o'clock, it will say you are marked as a late. Why? Why it will say you are marked as a late? Because this won't be true. It will come here in the second one, and this will be true, 1400. 1400, this will be true. That's why I need AND here as well. Now it will say you are marked as a late. Let's try it and see it for ourselves, right? There's only one way to find out, right? 1400, where it should say you are absent. See, you are marked as late. Now what we need to do here is, we need to change OR gate to AND gate. Okay, if we change OR gate to AND gate, we'll be just fine. And now look at this. I'll explain you again. So what happens here is, it comes here, say time is greater than or equal to 1000 and less than or equal to 4 past 10. Now what would happen is both of these has to be true. Okay, the time has to be between these, then it will come here. Otherwise they come here and check if greater than 10 past 5 and less than 10:15. And because it's an and, that means this has to be true, this has to be true for this to come here. So now if we enter 1400, okay, in 1400 neither top one, neither this one nor this one is true. It'll come straight to this one and say you are absent. And that makes our program perfect. What does it do? Make our program perfect. Let's try it. So now we say 1400 again. 1400. And this time we say you are absent. That's what it's supposed to say. Okay? So by this example, what did you learn? You learn if, if, else. And you also learn how to use AND operator and OR operator, what they mean, right? And an OR operator. And you already done the greater than and less than equal to in the last class. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of practice there, telling you the difference really between if, else if, and if, right? So let me do another small program, not this one, right? I'm going to do another small program. I will copy this one, the code. Well, you can write this code yourself. So I'm going to do if, okay. At this time what we do is we say a is equal to 10, right? If a is equal to 10, print this is 10. This is good. If a is equal to 15, you say print. What are you supposed to print? I made an error there. You're not pointing it out. This is better. Or best. It should be best, isn't it? 15 is best, not better, right? Okay. Here we go. This is best. Okay. And if a is less than 10, oh, this is bad. It should say what? Huh? This is bad. This is what it's supposed to say, right? How does it say that? All right. Find out the error that I have encountered there. Yeah? How many errors do you see there? One. You need to put this one here. This one, and this one.
And make the print instead of the indentation.
Yeah, indentation, because otherwise it will not come under the if. You need to do this one as well. Okay. Now if you run it, it will print the first one, right? Because 1
is equal to 10.
1 is equal to 10. It's supposed to be a. Sorry, my bad. It is a. A is equal to 10. Okay. Now a is equal to 10, and it will say, oh, this one is true. It will print this one, and it will come here and check this one is true. No, it will not print this one. It will not print this one as well. Okay, just the top one. Let's see. Okay. And this is how I explain you the difference between the if, or using if else. Okay, this is good. But what if I change it here and say 10? Now, do you think this will come here, print this one and print this one as well? Right? Now, it will print both. Here you go. What it should, if I change here, I only make one change. I say elif instead of if. I say elif. It will not come here. You know why?
Because the
First one is true. It will not come to the second part.
yes.
Yeah. This is the difference between if and elif. In this one, if this is true and there's elif, it will not come to the elif part. So it will only print this is good. Let's see. Yeah, this is good, right? And finally, you can use here else as well, which means in any other case, the thing is with else you don't put condition. Print this is bad if it's above 10, or we can say here greater than. We can say greater than or equal to 10. Now we don't do that. Okay, we can keep it that way. So now it's good. Okay, but if we say here, 15, it will say if we say greater than, if we say greater than 15 or equal to 15, it will say good, best, right? So it's bad. Why? Because it's 1. If it is 10, it will be good. If it is greater than 15, it will come there. 16, it will come here, and that this is best. You see, because it is 16, it came here, this part, right? But if it is not greater than 50 or equal to 15 or not equal to 10, in that case, like 9, it will say, oh, this is bad. It says connection lost. Sorry, let's do this. What I have to do is I have to turn on my hotspot, which is on. Now I do this again, and here you go. Right, so this is how sometimes, you know, what happens when the server connection is lost. Sometimes you have to do this. You have to do this. You have to, or maybe I should switch back to this connection. Okay. Okay. What do I do here? Oh, no. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this one as well. This one. And language is Python here. And then I'm going to paste the last I was trying to do. It say this is 9. 9 should be what? 9 should be else, right? This is bad. See, it says this is bad here, this one. Okay, this is what. So with this one, let's conclude this one here, and thank you for watching.